Everyone, Sam here at Chronicle Cemetery Software. Really excited about this year's theme for the conference. For anyone who knows what Chronicle does, you'd know that at the heart of what we're doing is the idea of trying to preserve the legacy and the stories about those who have been laid to rest in your cemeteries. So today I'm going to go through not really the record management and the mapping side of stuff that we're probably more well known for, but in fact going to go and talk about how the communities can then engage in your cemeteries and how a platform like Chronicle can help you manage the history and the information that you have about those who are in your cemeteries. But just in case you don't know who we are, Chronicle, we've been around for nearly 10 years now, been partnering with cemeteries all across Australia and overseas, and we're really helping them not only collect and manage, but also preserve the information about those who have been interred in your cemeteries. And today, you'd find over 1 million lives on the Chronicle platform, which we're really excited about. We're really proud to be working with a whole group of different cemetery operators all across Australia, from all the way up north in Halls Creek in Western Australia, down south to Hobart, and everywhere in between, really. And we're working with small and large cemeteries. And what we know at Chronicle is every cemetery that we bring online means that we're able to connect the community back to the history. So that's really exciting for us. I do want to take this moment to thank a lot of our cemetery partners out there. I think we've got about 50 different cemeteries that we're working with, and across many of the different councils across New South Wales as well. But to jump back on topic, I think the Federation Council Mayor summed this up really well. Obviously, a customer that we've been working with, and she mentioned that Chronicles a really valuable resource to the community, helping to preserve the history. And I think the term resource is important here. It is a tool not only for the councils and then the cemetery operators, but for those who are looking to reconnect or search for their loved ones. But you might be asking, well, so what does that look in this sense? So just think about, wouldn't it be amazing if you could kind of share a story online about your loved ones, something that stayed around a little longer than a newspaper obituary? Well, we call this Life Chronicle, and this is our way of being able to allow the community to engage and place an online memorial onto the platform about somebody. And obviously, it would go through the right levels of approval before being public, but it is a really interesting way to then engage and collect stories from those families and friends of the decedent. Taking that a little bit further, what you're going to be seeing here is if you start to collect that information, maybe you've got some people who've got of notoriety or who are quite well known in your region. The example here from Faulkner Memorial Park is going through some of the well-known people in Melbourne's history and being able to do a virtual tour, being able to click through, read their names, go to the next story. Being able to connect like this is going to create not only the opportunity for somebody to do that from their computer at home, they might be in Melbourne, but from where anywhere in the world. If you want to take that one little step further, we've gone through the process of mapping this so accurately. You think about, well, what could we be doing now with technology in our phones around innovation? This next slide here shows actually a Western Australian site where they put up a QR code there for anyone who's visiting. And being able to scan that, it knows that you're within the cemetery grounds, as you can see here. And then you can actually connect with the person by searching through. In this example, it's Amy Hall. And that then links to that location within the cemetery grounds. But because you're on your mobile device, then you're able to really walk straight to that location. As you can see, that blue line is getting shorter and shorter. You follow that through and you get to the point where you're able to connect in. So these are just different ways within Chronicle you can then engage the community members with your cemetery and share some really interesting stories with those who are interested. Now, look, this is a bit of a short conversation today, but if you do have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me at sam@chronicle.rip or give me a phone call. I'm more than happy to take you through some of the other stuff that we're doing. And I'll just take this moment to just say I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person. I really did want to. Thank you to CCANSW for putting on such an important gathering for the industry to really share some great ideas and best practices. And lastly, congratulations and best wishes for your diamond anniversary. I'm sure it's going to be a great celebration. Thank you very much.